Afedia tremenia minyama maekomri shishewe chikwan semitiasia mitimao semi wumpami umao kosi sewu bepwewa Hinimu Fisawa Ebia Mami Merin to me now I say Ura Yesu Afe defa me fa me cry Service yourself with love Jawoni ya hori
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is yet another day, a new day, a bright Sunday, a day that the Lord has made that we should all be glad and rejoice in it. Today is indeed a bright Sunday because we have the sun over here. So why don't you join us this afternoon to share with us a great experience that will help shape your life? Whoever is stuck there needs someone to guide him or her. Today's episode of From the Beginning Life Experience might be your way to your final destination, to your success. So I recommend you this afternoon to tune into Richmond Media, coming to your doorsteps. You don't like this? What else would you prefer? This afternoon, I have with me here my beautiful Sister
Mm.
Maafia Antwiwaa. Maafia, you're welcome to Richmond Media this afternoon.
Hi, thank you so much, Sis Hannah. Thank you.
It is a great joy to have you as an IT consultant to share with us how you made it to this position. So I do welcome you once again to your own platform, Richmond Media.
Thank you very much. Um, like you said, my name is Maafia Antwiwaa. Um, I came to this country when I was about 17 years. So I did most of my A levels here, and I started uni here. But I've always been interested in technology. So I'm one of those that back home we will call tomboy. Um, my father always made sure I would change bulbs. I would do those sort of things at home, things that you will typically say it's a boy thing. So I started getting into computers, trying. I think I typed my father's thesis when he was here. So then I got more into it. I wanted to understand more about it. Um, I was to study computer science, but then I changed my mind and I did something else, business with IT. Still the same sort of like technology route again. But then I decided to do, I went into oral hygiene as well, dental nursing. At some point, I decided I would do dental nursing. I started that and then I didn't like it again. Then I thought, okay, I need a different profession. Then I thought, okay, let me go back to my roots. I love IT. So I got retrained and I became a PMO analyst, that is project management office analyst. So I did that for a few years. And then I thought, you know what, there is more to it. I can't just be, because when it comes to project analysts, you're sort of there to take reports. You do reports for executives, you do reports for um, sort of executive boards, steering committees. That is what you do. But then the project managers are the ones actually doing the work. So then what I did was I thought, okay, I need somewhere that will be challenged a bit more. So then I spoke to my manager and then I got retrained again to be a project consultant, which is what I am at the moment. So I think in a
Oh,
nutshell, that is me.
thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. So, in this your job as a masculine job, that I would say, but I know in our world we don't have either masculine or the feminism. Anyway, whatever the men can do, we can also do better than them.
Definitely.
Whether they like it or not, we are still
That
chasing
is
each
what it
other
is. It's reality.
and every day, and that is getting us where we are at the moment. So if you are a man watching us this afternoon, you should be proud of us, the women, what we are doing today. Either you like it
Definitely.
or not, we are here.
Yes.
Okay, Mafia. So, um, how difficult or easy has your job been?
I won't say it's easy. It's quite challenging because as a project manager, I don't really do the work as it is, but I have to sort of oversee it and make sure people are doing what they are meant to do at the right time. So that means speaking to people, that means liaising with suppliers, that means speaking to executive, making them understand that maybe they've given me a time constraint for me to deliver something. But from what my developers are telling me, I can tell that time won't be met. That is a challenging thing because most of the times they would have the executive would have promised the business that okay, we are going to deliver this to you and just give us 2 months, we'll get it done. Meanwhile, they've not assessed the work that needs to go into it, the vendors that we need to liaise with. They've done nothing of that sort. So when I do those sort of meetings, get all the timelines together, I need to now let them understand this. I don't think your timeline is right. I think we need to push it a bit further. And that can sometimes be a quite challenging discussion. Then on the other hand, you have your suppliers, or you've got your development team that you have. As we are human, everyone has got their own home life issues. So sometimes this might just creep into the actual work where somebody cannot come to work because they've got something challenging at home. That means if you've got just a resource that is a bottleneck resource, then you're in trouble. Because it means if that person is not coming into the office for 2 3 days or even for a week, that is pushing your timeline a bit further. So there were a lot of challenges that I face. Like I said, I don't do the actual development of solutions, but then I'm there to sort of be an overseer, a governor, kind of, to make sure those things go together. So there are a lot that sometimes you face, and you just have to use your communication skills to try and get people to do what you want.
So would you take that one as being a good, or not being the perfect on your side?
It's not a perfect world. It's not. It's IT consultancy is quite. It's one of those fields that you can't predict. Anything can happen at any time. So you could decide that, oh, this solution is very easy. We can get in and out within a week. And then as you're developing, you realize, oh no, there is a particular system that we didn't even consider that the business has got, and that needs to be integrated into this particular solution. Now, you might not, most of the times, you might not have the SME that is the person that understands the solution. You might not have some. So it means you have to stop everything, go out, look for someone that understands that system, and then they will come and help you. So it's not a perfect world. It's full of challenges, but I think the best way to deal with it, like in any world, in any industry, is communication. So once you are able to communicate what the issue is clearly to your stakeholders, it helps you to either build rapport or build trust with them. Because once they understand that you know what you're doing, they have that confidence in you. And even if it has delayed beyond what they want, they will still allow you to deliver it.
Thank you so much. So when you have to go and get someone to help, if you are stuck or there's something that, have you got people within your sector or within your organization that you have to contact them, or do you have to contact different organization to get such people specialists in?
Yeah, I can actually give you a typical example, like on the project I'm currently running. So we started thinking it was a very easy thing. We are just delivering printers to where I work. And we just thought, okay, this should be in and out a month max. We should be done with this. And it's been almost 2 months. Reason being, there was a specific system that we've got, but the vendor has no understanding of it. So the vendor had to now go and outsource, get somebody else that understand how to integrate our system with these printers. So most of the times you either have those resources in-house, or in the case of a vendor, they might not have it in-house. They will have to now go and outsource, which will probably push your project timeline. But then if it's a critical pathway, then it needs to happen. You need to do it. So you have to give them time, get them those people, and then they can assist you to deliver your solution.
Thank you so much, Maafia. This tells us that it's not easy from your end, because people think IT is just an easy job that you just sit down, put your hand there, and then the work is done. But from what you are telling me, it's not that easy as you are saying. So I know it hasn't been easy as you are telling me now. What has been your greatest, or who has been your greatest inspiration and a
Um,
motivator in life that is keeping you going?
well, there is a mentor that I have. There is somebody that I look up to very, very well. He is a giant in the industry. He didn't even know that I was following his experience on LinkedIn. Um, I don't know whether to mention his name or not because I didn't tell him. He is somebody that if I'm to have an issue, I know I can call upon him and say, Uncle, I'm doing this project. I'm struggling here. What do I do? And I know he will give me that time to go through because he understands project management. He's done it for so many years. And even like you were saying, that people think IT is a very easy, breezy industry to enter and to earn money and all that. But there are so many fields in IT. So I'm an IT project manager. You will have someone that is a solutions architect, or you get someone that is a developer. Everyone has got their own role that they do in this field. But then I believe you should always have someone as a mentor or someone that you can speak to should you have any issue. And I'm quite blessed to have, aside my manager at work, I've got this incredible man that I know I can always call on to assist me.
Thank you so much. Has there been any changes at all within the times of COVID? It's still around us though, so I can still be still with COVID. Either it's living with us or it's disappearing. Only God knows when that will come. But for now, it's part of us. Has there been any changes from that time, the pandemic period, and now to your work?
Yes, significantly. So, like during COVID, we were all indoors. Like, I did a lot of my projects just in the house, lockdown. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to the office. Now, as we started easing up and going to the office, it meant previously I'll go to office 4 times a day, 4 times a week, and then I'll work from home once a week. But now I work from home 3 times a week and then go to the office 2 times a week. But then depending on business requirements, if there is something that I'm doing that means I need to be in the office, or there is a meeting that I need to be in the office, then probably I could be there 3 times a week. But I think COVID helped us to understand that we can work anywhere regardless of what it is that we are doing. So far as we've got the means, which is internet, or the resources like having our desk and our computers, double screen, those sort of things, you can work anywhere. So I would say COVID did help a lot. The other thing is I felt that after COVID, maybe it will make it a bit difficult for us to get more projects to run. But then that hasn't been the case. If anything, it has opened businesses up to doing more agile projects that will keep them going should COVID happen again, like we did, like we
Thank
went
you.
through. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You did mention that life started from Ghana and before coming here at the age of 17. Where did life begin from?
Oh, okay. So I will say Cape Coast really, because Cape Coast is where I lived for a while. So I was in between Kumasi and Cape Coast, but I did my is it junior high school in Cape Coast at University JSS. That is UCC JSS, yeah.
And where was your primary school?
Ooh, that was at Efijuase APS Adventist Preparatory School, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. How do you manage work life, or how do you balance it with family life?
Oh yeah, that is quite challenging. Like I said, my work, I can sometimes work from like 7 in the morning till almost 10 at night, because I'm always chasing people to give me things. I'm either doing reports or something of that sort. So I'm quite lucky. I've got my mom over here at the moment that is supporting me with my kids. I've got incredible family support. I've got a sister here who supports me most of the time. She'll either go and get my daughter from school if I'm in London and I can't make it back home quickly. She'll go and get her. So, and I've got a few like family people around that will give me that helping hand here and there. So I think that helps. But then I do try as much as possible that I do switch off. So Monday to Friday, I would do a lot of crazy hours, and that is fine. But then the minute is sunset Friday, I make sure I don't turn on my laptop until probably Sunday night, because then I have to prepare for Monday. Yeah.
Thank you so much. At this moment, I would like us to have a commercial break whilst we will continue from there. If you're watching us and you would like to send money from UK or any part of the world to Ghana, I recommend one company to you, that is OAPay. OAPay, as soon as you send it to us, we push it to your family members. Why don't you try and see the benefit that comes with it? For your first time transferring money to Ghana, you will get £10 on it. If you're transferring it from any other country or a country that uses different currency, you get £10 from that currency. Is it for school fees? Is it for feeding? Is it for hospital bills? Or are you embarking on any project that you're struggling to send money to Ghana? I recommend one company to you, and that is OAPay. Please just download the app from App Store and you'll be able to use it straight away. You don't need to struggle to send money to Ghana. Try OAPay and you will come and testify to all of us the benefits that OAPay can bring to you and your family members. Why don't you use it and see the benefit that comes from it? Before you get the £10 from it, you have to use a code that is called Richmo, RICHMO, and you'll be able to get a £10 of it. Try it today. I've tried it. That's why I'm recommending it to you. So you try it and don't forget to recommend it to other members of your family and friends as well. There is Ultimate Classic, a drink with health benefits that has come into the system. Why don't you use it? Is it a party, naming ceremony? Is it a funeral? Whatever. Is it a barbecue that the sun has appeared that you would like to have it among family and friends? Use this drink and you will come and testify to us. The sugar content that is in it is very minimal. That does not cause any harm to your system. So please don't forget to use Ulti malts and share it to your friends and family so that everyone will come and tell us the goodness that Ultimate can do to your health. Thank you so much. Keep watching us right from Richmond Media. Don't forget to share the link. Tell your friends and family to come and experience what we are experiencing on this platform. And it's no other program than From the Beginning, life experience coming to your doorsteps. Maafia, Um, has there been any challenges at all working in the UK as IT consultants or throughout your journey to information technology consultants?
Yeah, I'll say at the beginning, because when I started, like I said, I was a PMO analyst. I had a training, but then when you go into the field, it's totally different. So when you are being trained, you are told of the sort of reports that you'll be writing, KPIs, executive reports. But then when you go to the actual company, every company is different. Every company has got their own way of doing things. So it meant learning new skills, learning new techniques to suit other companies all the time, which was a bit challenging because as a consultant, you are hired to come and do something. So from day one, we need you to start running. You don't need you to just come in and start taking your sweet time to learn our company now. No business is ready for that. So unlike someone that is permanent, because if you're permanent, you've got like 3 months for you to learn about the company, and they expect by your third month, you should be in a position to do anything and everything. But with a consultant from day one, we are asking you to do things and we don't care how you do it. So that was quite challenging. It meant I was using Google a lot. It meant I was doing a lot of research about companies, about their ways, about PMO strategies that would suit specific companies. So that was quite challenging at the beginning. And then when I became a project manager, that was a different field because I had now mastered PMO, but I had very little experience when it comes to actual managing a project. And unlucky for me, or lucky for me, that was when we went into lockdown during the pandemic. So then you had fewer people to rely on for assistance and help and that kind of stuff. And it meant you have to study, you have to do more work, do more research. And so I think just like in any company or in any industry, the first time that you start doing something is challenging, but then as you go along, it becomes just rinse and repeat, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This being a masculine type of job that some people will put it. How do you jungle yourself through that?
With a smile. With a smile. I'm very cheeky that way. So I know that it's a man's world. I know that I'm very tiny. I've now got body, but I used to be very, very slim. So imagine standing in front of a 6 foot person and you're just this little human being standing there trying to get their attention to do something. Sometimes it can be challenging. So I always go with a smile. So I'll always just go, hi. And the minute I do it, they're like, what do you want? What do you want? Oh, come on, don't be like that. So by the time you realize what I want, you're actually doing it. Or even if you cannot do it, you've given me somebody else that can assist me in doing it. And that has been my only way of getting through, because sometimes somebody can say something really harsh to you at work, and you either take it with a pinch of salt, or you end up crying your eyes out. So I try not to take things so hard, but then make sure I've always got a smile on my face. Make sure it's not a fake smile. It's as much as genuine as possible, because you need people's help in doing your day-to-day work. Like I said, as a project manager, I don't do anything, but then I need people to work for me. So my smile is what I use. Nothing else.
As a Ghanaian, fine, you might be a British by this time as we speak, but do you feel that your background has any effect on your job at all?
I think, when I started at the beginning, there were places that I felt that my color was a big issue. My color, my accent, because I don't have your typical British accent. So then, even though I can speak clearly, I can articulate, I can express myself, still people will end up going, "What did you say? What are you saying?" So then you need to be like, "Well, you heard me the last time I talked, didn't you? You heard me speak." Or I go, "Well, clearly you are not understanding my accent. Okay, let me go slower. Can you do this for me?" When I do that, it's irritating, isn't it? Good. So the person won't do that again. So I found my way of dealing with people like that. But recently, no, because I've made my mind up that masking shouldn't be an issue to me. So if it's an issue to you, that is your problem. That's not my problem. So I'm going to make sure that whatever I need you to do, whatever information I need from you, I get it by hook or crook. And I'll make sure whatever you say does not affect me personally.
Thank you
Because you will
so
get people, especially those old school people, those dinosaur people, they will make you feel like your color is a reason why you are not performing. Maybe you are performing like 10 times better than your white colleague, but then they might end up making you think you're not good enough. So I've made it a point that I'm not going to make you make my color an issue because I believe I'm blessed with the color that I've got. I don't need to put on sun cream. I'm happy. So why do I let you make me feel I'm at a disadvantage? No way. So to me, that is how I deal with things like that. But I know people do experience racism a lot in the workplace or
thank you.
microaggression. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Brother Akon George says, good afternoon, watching you live from Ghana in the Volta region. Thank you so much, Brother Akon, for watching us, spending your time with us throughout the program and this program and every program that comes on the platform. Whoever is watching us, please don't forget to drop us a comment. If you don't drop the comment, we won't be able to acknowledge you or to recognize you or to identify you. So I do encourage you at this moment to please do so. If you want us to recognize you wherever you're watching us from, this is coming to your doorsteps from Richmond Media from the beginning. Life experience, the obstacles that have come along life way, and how sister, no, we can't say Sister Maafia. That is no. Somewhere you can, but here no. That is not allowed. Maafia, yeah, experience. Sister Tai Muhammad says, thank you for sharing your experience with us.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
sharing your life experience with us. Thank you so much, Sister Tai, for watching us this afternoon. We do appreciate you. The fact that you always leave work, sitting down and watch us, contributing at the same time. My dear, that is my body from work. And she's always with me. Thank you so much for your love. Mafia, at this moment, if someone is watching you, we've not really defined what an IT consultant is. So if you can clarify on that for our viewers' sake, I would be very, very happy.
Okay, so for an IT consultant, there are so many dimensions in IT. So I'm a project management consultant. So I'm an IT management consultant. My role is when organizations want, let me use a typical one. So let's say they want to get a new software. They will just go, okay, we want a software to send emails to all our customers. How do we go about that? Okay, let's get a project manager in. So they get somebody like me in, and then my role is to get a developer, a solutions architect, and all these people are people that do different jobs. So they are there. They're the ones that are going to build the actual system for me. I'm there just to manage the process. So make sure what needs to be delivered is delivered at the right time. Information that needs to go to executive are gone at the right time. Those kind of things. Those are the things that I do. Manage risk, manage expectations of my stakeholders. That is what I do. And then you have the other side, which is the support bit, where someone will, like when you call, let's say BT, and you want your meter to be changed, or you want something to be changed for you. Those are the support teams that you call. Now, they are also consultants as well. So they are also consultants in their own field. They support the business systems and all that. Yeah. So there are so many aspects when you talk of IT consultancies. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Before, long time ago, I thought it was in the medical field that we have consultants. But nowadays, I can see there are so many that are coming up on our way,
Definitely.
depending on which field that you take. So,
That is
whatever you are doing, do it very well, and you will get to wherever you want to get to.
exactly.
So, if that's the case, how have you been able, or what way have you passed to get to this? Because within every setting, you might be able to either go through to the university to become what you want to become, or there might be an apprenticeship way that you might pass to get to the same destination. Which way did you go through, please?
I went through training. So that is like your apprenticeship. That is a route that I took. So where I worked, they were looking for someone to be a project analyst, a PMO analyst. And I said, why don't I try? Because as a project analyst, you are just like a secretary. So then I thought, you know what, I can do this. So why don't I do it? And my manager went, okay, fine, give it a go. Let's see how it goes. And then I fell in love with it. And alongside, I think I did that for about 3, 4, 5 years. And then I thought, you know what? I don't want that again. I want to progress. So can I be a project manager? And then a role came up. She when initially I even offered that I would do it on my PMO salary. I don't want you to increase it. You don't let's not talk about that right now. You just give me the opportunity to manage a project. So if I do and you think I'm brilliant at it, you may as well pay me for it, right? And then she went, you are crazy, but then I like it. That's fine. So we started and I did manage a project for about a year, and getting to the end of that particular project, then an open came for a junior project manager. So then she said to me, well, there is an open for a junior project manager. Do you want it? Wait, yeah. You won't go and think about it. No, no, no. Yeah, I want it. Thank you very much. And then I got it. So there are so many ways. For me, if you're a young person and you're thinking of going into IT, I will say use the apprenticeship way. There was no point going to the uni. Well, I won't say there isn't no point. Like you will go there, you will gain understanding, you gain a lot of knowledge about how the IT world works. But then you will not have hands-on on it. So if it's not engineering, it's not software engineering, or it's not, if it's just to manage a project, I will say go through the apprenticeship route, because you will learn a lot more whilst you are in the field rather than when you're just studying about it.
Thank you so much. Quite often, and most of us think that when you go to the university, that's when you become the best. Fine, theoretically, you will. But when you come to experience, but when you are looking for a job and they asking for experience, it is the hands-on one that they want to see, not only the one that is already in your brain that you are now going to transfer it into what word should I use? Your fit to show your physical ability that you'll be able to do it through your experience. So I'm glad that you are pointing it out. But through the apprenticeship, I think you can also do it through university
Yeah,
whilst you are uh,
yeah.
being offered to do the apprenticeship course. Yeah,
Yeah. So at my former company, they had about, I think, 4 or 5 apprentices that were in my department. They go to uni, I think, twice a week, and then the rest they are at working. So you see, if you go to uni for 3 years, you come out, you will have the same certificate as them, but
yeah,
they've got experience that you don't have.
that's
So
true.
then when it comes to you and that person going for work, trying to interview for the same work opportunities, when you go, they will ask what are your experiences. So if you've done a few months with a company, they will prefer it rather than someone that has done nothing, that is coming on the is a graduate scheme. So if you are coming on the graduate scheme, you are deemed that you have no experience. So then how much I will pay you will depend on your experience. So if you've got good experience and I feel like I don't have to um micromanage you too much, I will want to pay you more. But if I think I have to micromanage you, then obviously I wouldn't pay you at the same rate as someone that's got the experience. And you know what? Let me give you this story. A friend of mine came from Ghana, and he is an accountant. He has experience in working as an accountant in Ghana. Now, when he got here, he was told that your certificate doesn't matter, your experience from Ghana doesn't matter. And he was like, oh, if yeah, what do I do? Do I go and do healthcare courses? Do I? And I went, hold on. What is your skill set? I'm an accountant. Okay, so why do you want to go and do social care or whatever? Why do you want to do it? Well, they say that my experiences won't matter because UK they don't recognize Ghanaian certificates. And I went, who told you? It's not certificates that we care about. What we care about is your experience. Can you actually talk the talk and do the work? Because if you can talk, you can do the work. I will give you the work, regardless of your minimum UK experience. There are people that will take you from that minimum entry level. So to me, I will always advocate for someone to do an apprenticeship, to be an apprentice in any field. And I think they are even trying to advocate for the medical school to have some of it done as an apprentice route, something like that. I think I read about it in the news some few months ago, of which I think is good because it's not everybody that will get A stars and all that to go to medical school. But to me, I will always advocate for apprenticeship because I know when you finish, you will get a job. Even if that company does not take you, there is another company that will take you because you've got the experience. And you
Thank you.
have to remember that if you're an apprentice, it doesn't mean when you come to work, I'm going to be lenient on you. No, you will do the same thing that I'm expecting someone else to do, you know? So if I'm expecting a junior analyst to pull up reports, to do executive stand-ups and all those sort of things, I will expect you to do. So if I get you a job after you've graduated for about after you finish your uni for 3 years, you and someone that has no experience, you are not much. I'll give you the job hands down.
That's what I think people don't understand. I always tell people from the field that I am in, either you came with BSc or with diploma. It's
Hmm.
the same job you are both doing. When there is a position that someone has to apply, maybe that is when that might come in. But even that one, you are still not exempted from applying for that job. So it
Definitely.
doesn't matter which way that you think is appropriate for you at that particular time. You can still do
Definitely.
something like Maafia is saying to improve your life and to get better. Mommy, do you have any yourself? Do you train people within
I
your
do.
own time? your private?
Yeah, I do train. I do train a few people in my own time, but then because my work is sometimes hectic, I tend to tell them just wait a bit, wait a bit, and that can be a little bit annoying. But yeah, I do that. I do training. I do mentor junior staff as well. So yeah.
So if someone is watching us and the person is in love with your journey to information technology consultants, or simply mean IT consultants, and would like to contact you for a training and within your private time, would that be advised?
Yeah, that'll be fine. They can get in contact with Richmond Media, and I'll definitely give them that helping hand.
Okay. Is it just a helping hand, or is it because one is just a
I
helping
will
hand?
do.
One is just a helping hand. It might not be the one that a person wants to have, but when you are actually going to build a person up to the right standard that is expected, then the person would be very happy to come to you for help.
Definitely. I will give you the training that you require. I do have training materials that I will just go through with you. But mostly what I do is I do assess the kind of person you are. I do want to know what you do, what your profession is. So I understand whether this is the right fit for you. Because it could be that the person will be good to go and learn or go and train as an IT support person, or they need to train as a software engineer or an architect. So once I've had that initial conversation with you, it helps me to understand if project management is what you need to. And I will always recommend you go in as a PMO analyst so you understand it before anything else. Yeah.
Sister Tai is asking, should I consider this already?
Well, I'll say IT is a very interesting field. I will recommend, maybe because I love IT, but I will recommend it anytime, any day for anyone to just get your teeth into it, try it, and see if it works for you. Yeah.
Thank you, sister. Oh, no, I can't add a sister. Thank you, Maafia, Maafia and Chua, for what you have given us so far. We can't stop thanking you, looking at the journey that you have taken us through. Even if no one has had something, Sister Tai is considering that. So that's a good sign that you came in this afternoon to share your experience with us. But now, I'm getting scared with IT. Looking at, because yeah, it looks like you always have to be alert. You always
Yeah.
have to study something to
Yeah.
keep yourself
Yeah.
up to date.
Yeah.
Though every job is where I am, yes, but it looks like IT is something that is, I see it in a different dimension. But I don't know how Sister Tai is considering this when we are all doing the same job, but maybe her interest is different from my interest. So maybe she'll have a go. Sister Tai, you're welcome to contact myself or Richmond Media, and you'll get through to Maafia and Chua. Maafia, I think we're coming to the end of the program. Do you have any advice for your listeners this afternoon, or for anyone who wants to be like you? I always say no one can be like you because you are Maafia and you are. Someone can have a similar name but cannot be like you, but someone can learn from you.
Yeah.
Have you got any advice for your listeners, please, this afternoon, and your viewers?
Yeah, I will say, like, whatever you find yourself in, just make sure it's something that interests you, something that brings you some sort of joy or happiness. To me, my work is another side of me that I enjoy very much. I could be talking to you, and then the next minute, something will happen at work, and it's like, whatever you're saying, I'm not there. I'm that zone into what I'm doing because that is where I find my peace, so to speak. So I will say, if you're a young person, look at apprenticeship before you make any decision on what you want to do if you're living in the UK, because things are changing. And please do not make any mistake about it. Our color does go against us, whether you like it or not. So unless you go into a field or a company where they are very much aware of diversity and inclusion, if not, you will always struggle. So I will say, look into the sort of choices that you make. Look into where is there an apprentice route that I can take? If there is, go for it. If you love it, you will love it. Trust me. It's like you working and going to school at the same time. You might think it will be too heavy on you, but try it. You will like it. Or if not, just search for something that you will do and be happy in it. To me, that is the key.
Thank you so much, Sister Tai says. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners this afternoon, thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon, right at Richmond Media to your doorsteps. Without you, the program wouldn't have come on. But to Maafia, Richmond Media says, thank you so much for your time and everything. And she's always with us. She is indeed one of our presenters. If you don't know, I'm just creating our awareness at this moment. So, Maafia, we salute you so much for spending your time this afternoon. And the same time again next week from the beginning. Don't miss out. Life experience will help shape your experience or your life, your family member, or your friend. Everyone matters when it comes to life experience. Until next week, the same time, it is bye-bye for now. My name is Hanna Bimah. Before we go, don't forget to have a drink of Ultimate. It's too hot. You need something to chill yourself out. You need some cold drink to feel cool at this moment. I recommend Ultimate to you. Classic. This drink comes with so many health benefits. You don't like this. Which other malt? Is it that too sugary one that you want to take? This is the normal one that you want to have that will help improve your life and to keep you healthy. Sister Tai Muhammad says, really enjoy today's show. Thank you. And Brother Akon is clapping for us, says, thank you. Brother Oforiata Evans says, you have inspired some of us great. Maafia is gone, but our viewers and friends are still, saying thank you to you. If you're sending money to Ghana, I recommend one company to you, and that is OAPay. Use this coupon code during your first transaction, and you get 10 pounds. If you are transferring from USA or Canada, wherever you are transferring from, you get $10 as well. If it's in Europe, you will get in euros. So wherever you are, just download the app and you'll be able to send money to your friends and family with urgent money transfer to Ghana. This is very, very good news. For you to get this, you need a coupon code that will give you that benefit of 10 pounds or euros or dollars or wherever you are, the currency that you use over there. The coupon code is RICHMO, which is RICHMO. Is it for a project? Is it for hospital bills? Is it for school fees or for feeding? OAPay is available for you. So please try us and you will share the good news for all of us to hear. Thank you so much for this afternoon. It has been a great day. Thank you. Until next week again, it is bye-bye for now. Hanna Bimah.
Cristo Boja, que chegou a te ver. Afeid ye tremenia menyema mae komri shishe chikwan semitia siak mitimao semi wumpa mi umao kosi sewu bepwewa hinimu fisewa yebia mami merin to me nawasi ura yesu afetifa me fa me cry service yourself.